the committee, we are so fortunate to have a multi-generational approach to the civil rights work that we do. We have folks in our network that were on the front lines and behind the scenes coming through the civil rights movement of the 60s. We have so many people who have continued to collaborate and strategize and think critically about the law as a tool for justice, coming through the movements of the 70s, the 80s, and 90s. And here we are in 2016, and the challenges that our communities face with access to education, access to housing, access to employment, access to public benefits, the list goes on. But the network of lawyers needed to support and advocate on behalf of communities of color, communities of low income, immigrants, refugees, is all the more necessary. The Lawyers Committee is presenting the Anthony F. Logan Award to Dr. Emmett Carson and the Silicon Valley Community Foundation. Dr. Emmett Carson led his team at the Silicon Valley Community Foundation to pursue statewide reform in order to ensure that students across the state have equal access, particularly to mathematics classes, because students who are unjustifiably tracked into low-level mathematics courses frankly have their life opportunities negatively and significantly impacted.
We were hosting a convening of donors that were talking about the school achievement gap and how kids of color had this gap. We learned that 8th graders were being required to repeat classes that they had passed in 8th grade in 9th grade, even though they had succeeded in the exams. We wanted to say to districts across the state, school districts, that this is illegal. It's illegal by state law, it's illegal by national federal law, that there's documented case history. It was essential that we had the Lawyers Committee as a partner. They have been engaged in legislation. They know the law, the case law around equity. They know the state law. They were able to get cooperating partners.
Last fall, the Community Foundation, with Dr. Emmett Carson's leadership, led an effort to pass SB 359, which is the California Mathematics Placement Act of 2015. That act now requires that school districts across the state of California have fair, objective, and transparent placement standards in order to ensure that students have equal access to mathematics.
One of the lessons I would take away is that when you hear someone say something that doesn't quite ring true, take the extra couple of steps to learn about it, tease it out, because there may be something big underneath that is in plain sight. And so this was hidden in plain sight. It just took somebody who's a little curious to uncover it.